A little food for the birds. Say hello, everyone. Um, it's another episode of allotment gardening in Edlington Allotments. As you can see, I'm actually in my back garden today. Um, I may look a little rough, feel a little rough, sound a little rough, and that's because yeah, I have the well, I got the flu yesterday. And I just thought, well, you've got to do what you've got to do. Um, Storm Claudia came with the lots of rain, and as I said, this season two, we're going to be talking about the economics of gardening. So yeah, one of the key things, you have to remember when it comes to your economics, the business, you have to protect your investments. So here, you know, we've got some coriander and some lettuce that didn't quite make it into the beds as yet. And, as you can see, it's like just filled with water. Like the plants, they can survive, but 2-3 days underwater. But after that, there'll be no more. Yeah, so just drain this out, and yeah, they should be fine. I don't know if I'm gonna get them in the ground at all this season, but we'll just see. All right, so the other thing is we have some tomatoes, and the weather forecast said that it's going to be like very close to freezing, so around 1 degree over the next week, 1 degrees Celsius that is, and yeah, you can see that some of these tomatoes that the leaves are already drying, because it's a bit too cold. So what I'm going to do now is get my harvesting game on and harvest some of these tomatoes. So I have like 3 tomato plants here. These ones are some cherry tomatoes. They were planted a bit late, and these were just some tomatoes. Well, one tomato plant actually, and this one we just got it. Well, it's from what tomatoes from the market, and just hot, some of the seeds. So I think I'm going to probably harvest all these tomatoes, because there's no point leaving them on the tree if I'm going to lose them all. They might as well go into a chutney or into some tomato sauce. And that's the other thing as well. You might think like, oh, like I said, sorry, this series is a lot about the economics of gardening. So I might say, oh, you should just get some tomatoes from the garden, but you also can increase the value of these tomatoes by turning them into a product, as chutney, or you know, I'm not even gonna be gentle with these. Like I said, they're gonna die anyway. Yeah. As you can see, real nice and lovely tomatoes. There's just a bit of leaf on here. Oh, it's fine. And if you take like a good jar of chutney, costs anywhere between £2 to £4, and in a small jar of nice tomato or pasta sauce, it's about £3 or £4. I'm just the same way, so I'm making my own tomato sauce and chutney. I'm saving myself lots of money, and I'll tell you what, the quality and the taste of the ones that I get from that I'll make from these, is so much better than anything that I'll get from the shop. I'm still harvesting them, and this is just one tomato plant, as I said. And this is just a little no dig bed. Let me grab another bowl. Yeah, so this is no dig bed. So I'm just gonna pull this tomato off and then just continue planting whatever can be planted there. So the allotment will eventually be no dig, but as I said before, it doesn't start with no dig, because this back garden here, it was lots and lots and lots of digging to get rid of weeds and stones. I've got a little compost heap going on in the back there. Well, in the back area there, that's just a wild, my kind of wild garden area. Uh, so in the back there, these flowers, they're gonna dry and then they're gonna dry back, and then whatever seeds is there will have more flowers. Just tend to leave, so leave nature does what it does in the back there, and the bees love that area. And as you can see, I'm still harvesting. Yeah, so the ripe tomatoes I'm gonna turn into some pasta sauce. Some of the green ones will also ripen, but the green ones I'm 100% making chutney, green tomato chutney. And with it, it's really nice, and I love it in a cheese sandwich. A bit of chutney. Yeah. I'm also going to have this cherry tomatoes. And what I'm going to do, well, I've already selected some of the better, tomatoes, and you just need like one, to get seeds for next season. So you always want your best crop, so the bigger is the ripest, to use for seeds for next season. Yep, so I think that's tomato harvest more or less wrapped up here um for the day. And I've probably gotten like you know about three harvests with two free harvests of this amount of tomatoes already from here. And as I said, it's just free tomato plants. Yep, so if I leave them on there, they're gonna be gone with the frost. So you have to protect your investments. Yeah, so regardless of how you're feeling and what the weather is like, you have to do what you have to do, to protect your investments. And remember, you know, time is money. So when you're putting in time, you are putting in money. So you can't let that investment, that time that you put in, that money that you put in, you know, just go to waste. So yeah, protect your investment. So that's all. Episode 2, season 2 of Edlington allotment gardenings with your boy Johanne. And I probably will go over to the allotment and do something similar as well. Because after you know usually after there's heavy rainfall or storm. We just had Storm Claudia. You want to check on your garden to make sure everything is okay. Things like that. So you don't have to. If I left those seedlings there, they would have drowned. So yeah. Until next time, remember to protect your investments. And you know time is money. So yeah, when you invest in time, you're investing money. Until next time, Johan, take care and be safe.